Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
Help!
Here,
Oh,
take my hand.
come
on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No, get it away from me.
Take it. Take my
After a big afternoon of shopping, there's nothing better than some Mexican food and a nice little drink. Come on down and enjoy a nice Mexican fiesta.
Guess what? We took everything you love about the Bloomin' Onion and created a menu you've never seen before.
Let me hear you say, Bloom that ass. Bloom that ass.
This bloomified menu starts at $13.99 and it's gonna blow your bloomin' mind.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this late, weird version of my normal draw stream. I just noticed that, look what happens when I have my camera on. It's all like stuck. I'm like an old, yeah, let me go full screen. I'm like one of those, you know, you only get 12 frames per second. So, yeah, I'm probably going to turn that off and go. Otherwise, I'm going to get weird paused. You have to restart the computer when that happens. And, you know, I don't want to do it. I can't do that. I already got delayed. Mel wanted to do. It's not Mel. Mel organized to have groceries delivered at right at the time where I normally stream. So, you know, I can't really have ice cream sitting out on the stoop while I'm in here prattling, and it's getting melted in the blazing hot Australian sun. So I'll be I'll be my avatar today. How about that? 12 FPS, but Croft, exactly. Let me know if the audio gets sketchy. I hope it doesn't. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to just friggin' restart the computer. I don't have a video that's that long. So we do what we can. Mark came in first. Far and away. Is there anybody else who can compete against this man? Who can... What happened there? It's doing that same thing. Let me try that again. Look at that. Oh, look at that. So you guys, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but on my screen, when I have the PNG file over the top, it makes anything under StreamYards is in a disarray at the moment. Oh my god. Anyway, you guys let me know if you see anything weird. We have Comics Legend in the house. He's the second. Mo, yes, poor Mo. Unfortunately, this used to be Weeb Thursday when Mo couldn't be here with us because it's too late. He has other more important things to do. Okay, it looks fine. It's just me. It's just StreamYard being... I don't know what they're doing. We pay really good money for this friggin' app. And this is the kind of treatment we get. Yo, Sark. Felix Huss, the link master in the chat. I pinned his link to the mailing list of the page I will be working on over the next hour or so. Bretsky the Great is here. He says, salute Big Mikey B. What's up, man? Salute to you too. Who else do I spy? Maromi in the house. Should I jump ahead of Mo Biggs in the membership gift line? Well, Mo isn't here. And we're going to trust him because he won't be able to comment that he's not going to watch the replay. So I'm going to say yes. Absolutely, you can do that. Michael Teacher says, I like to visit Australia to have an authentic bloomin' onion. That would be an expensive trip with nothing else, no results from it. What's up, Critical Reads? Did he ask later what? Mark says, what's in the bloomin' onion? Well, I had one in Tampa. No, not Tampa. Jacksonville. After we came back from Tampa. And it was, I mean, it's just a big onion. Maybe it's multiple onions because it is huge. Onions aren't usually that big. It's a deep fried onion, which you think sounds kind of off-putting. But, you know, deep frying anything usually turns out okay. Down here, we deep fry Mars bars and chocolate bars and Snickers and stuff. And I did sample it once. And it was disgusting. Don't do that. I do not recommend anyone try that. It just ends up with, it's like a greasy, sloppy chocolate. Unpleasant. But you know, each to their own. Mike says, I was joking about the bloomin' onion. Joking about the camera freezing. I've had bloomin' onions, Mike. Well, some people might not have. I learned about them here on YouTube. How else would I know about a bloomin' onion? I suppose I better start thinking about light sources here. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I go. Working on Fractured Mind. Starting to slightly freak out a little bit. Just slightly. I'm shooting to finish all of the trading card art this weekend. Yeah. Hopefully, I can't picture anything that might stop me, but you never know. You never know what the future has in store for you. But, you know, it's already mid-March, and I was wanting to launch this thing in June. I don't have covers like fully colored. I don't have pages fully colored. You really want to start promoting, you know, at least a couple of months out. So yeah, slight sweat happening. But nothing we haven't handled before. See how we go. Spoke with Joe, my editor, today again. Very excited to get him back on Lucent after quite a long hiatus. So that's good news. But there's a lot of work ahead. And I hope I'm up for the challenge. You need a colored cover. I agree. You need covers done. I think to launch, you need covers done. You need, at least 5 or 6 pages up on a campaign. I was checking out that campaign the other day. It's like 2 pages. Not enough. Just not enough. Even if you got pin-up art or whatever, it's really the interiors, I think, that, at least for me, sell it. Push me over the line. And so that means, I'm going to need to pick out what pages I want to color properly for the campaign and, get them done up. So yeah, when I think about it, there's not actually that much time. You always think you have more time, and then you wake up and it's mid-April, it's May. I'm freaking out. I guess it keeps it interesting. Thank you, Maromi, for posting the links to the trading cards and the eBay store. How's that thing going? Let me click on that, actually. Right click, open in a new window. We're still sitting on 21 bids, 230 US dollar bucks. That's for the Jude and Amber trading card original art. She's crazy. That's so much. Whew. I feel blessed. Thank you to everyone who's bidding on these arts. I know both Maromi and Mark. Mark, did you get a piece? I don't know if you got a piece of original art. I'm trying to think back now. You did. Sure you did. Maybe. I'm so terrible. God, I forget things so easily. It's actually weird, the things I do remember, and then I can't remember other things. I remember the most obscure, weird stuff. And then the simplest things just slip my mind. Jasper, did you miss anything good? Nah, we're just chilling out. Just doing some, laying down some initial colors on the old Fractured Mind here. Normally, not streaming. Yes, mine was the second highest bid before this one. You're making me think now. That would be... Was that Damon? You're making me think, Mark. Don't think, Axel. Makes my dick itch. What's going on, Jasper? How are you? Hope you're well. Hope everyone is well. It's fine. What is it now? Oh my God. It's already autumn here. I didn't even remember. Which means it would be... Does that mean it's spring where you guys are now? Is March spring? Has spring sprung over there? Alwyn and Alexander Bancroft. That's the one. Now, and now you say that, Mark, I remember it perfectly well. It's like, I always think I have too many files in a big filing cabinet, and I just can't find the numbers to connect. But once it's connected, it's like, oh yeah, there it is, of course. And I start, and all these memories start flooding in. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. It's terrible. It annoys my wife. and kids actually to no end. Jasper as well. Spring on the 20th. Oh, okay. We just do it month by month. I don't think we cut into the months. So March 1st, I'm pretty sure is the 1st of April. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. But we had, I mean, I had, normally I'm doing tons of launches and stuff. And yeah, there hasn't really been a whole lot happening on that front for a while. What was the last book I launched on here? Maybe, was that Project Neosis? Can't even remember. There's probably others since then. But there's actually a ton coming up. Over the next couple of weeks. Kind of got a full calendar at the moment, which is interesting. Jerome Sontag viewers just joined. Hello, Sontag. Hello, Sontagers. How are you? Was that the was that a spawn stream? I wasn't able to catch it. I was over on Elasmats. He was talking about Jeff Smith and Bone, which is pretty interesting. There's a great video by the Matt guy on that. I mean, all his videos are really good, but interesting discussion. Welcome, Paulus Arts, Dale. Pretty sure the vernal equinox is global. Yeah, but you just do it when you do it. Oh, look, everyone coming in. Hello, Joe. Thank you very much for the raid, good sir. Jaro is here. Morning, Bancroft. How chat. Shout outs, SDA. Look at all you fine people. It's art and stuff. I didn't even have to put on an accent to say art and stuff. It's just how I do. What's up, Sumo? Ambassadors have busy schedules. I don't think I'm the ambassador anymore. But, retired from that position. What's up, Jeremiah Blackwell? Hello, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Got Amanda in the house too. I've been enjoying your story tweets, your kind of mini tweet review things, Amanda. I feel like Amanda got a lot of things out of her system when she was on the chat, but now, and now the chit isn't happening either. Sort of nowhere for this energy to go. So I appreciate reading that. I haven't gotten my King Cryptid yet. I'm very much looking forward to it, but you know me, I have to get everything sent through a proxy, so I have to wait. Not that I mind. What am I supposed to be mad at today? Says Sumo. I don't know. If Rob was here, he would have 100 things for you to be mad at. Me? I don't really know. What's everyone mad at today about? Everyone's still fighting on Twitter. There's plenty to be. Pick your poison. I don't know if this is really working what I'm doing, but we'll do it nonetheless. I usually do this stuff late at night when I just want to turn off my brain. But this is what I'm currently having to do on Fractured Mind, so you all have to sort of sit through it. Be mad at people. I'll take the heat. Bring it on. Tariffs, Ukraine. Did you see that Trump is talking about getting rid of income tax? That's pretty bold. That'll shake things up a bit. I'm not mad about tariffs, even though the US is tariffing Australian steel. But it's like, I don't know, 1% of our total exports. I think we'll be all right. There's other countries we can sell steel to. I'm mad at the weather. Rain, sun, just pick one, stick with it. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, and Sumo posted Rod's tweet. He's selling his, I'm terrible. It's the witch from the Rippaverse. He did a cover, like a, I think it's like a fan art thing, and he's selling it on his Twitter, so you can bid on Twitter. So go check that out. He wanted to potentially do a auction for the cover of this, A Fractured Mind, but I was like, you know what? I think you got to kind of have it out there for a while. People need to see it. They need to, get a feel for it. They need to want it. They need some time to want it. It's not just enough to have the art. You got to make it something that's desirable, that people, So, which means I have to do my part and color it up and start presenting it. And I also have to start on my cover of Fractured Mind too, which is, scary. But I know what I'm going to do. I have the concept in my head. I just need to find some time to do it. The Australian submarine deal is in question. We can't produce them fast enough for you. Is that what's happening? I probably should pay more attention to the state of submarines. Alas, I haven't been. I've just been a weirdo thinking about my comic books. Wow. Sumo Thori, thank you very much. The Mad Lad, we're going to find out. Moromi was wondering with Mo not being able to be here on at this hour, if he might be able to sneak in and get a membership. So we got Reese, we got Travis, we got Kilo Harrison, we got Scotsman. Haven't seen Scotsman in ages. And Melmoth. No Mo, no Moromi, no Henry Bemis. No Gordon Goodbrother, no Michael Deitcher, but some other fine people. Rewarded due to Sumo. Thank you very much, and here you go.
You little ripper!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Does not go unnoticed or unappreciated. What's up, KSS? Great to see you here. Rob is hustling in a good way. Rod. Yeah, he is. He's out there. He's out there being a working artist, and I appreciate that about him. All right, do I have any other hair? Okay, we're done with the hair. I'm doing it in bits. So I'll probably just do Ella. Let's do a blouse. Did you notice I gave her a blouse? A little bit of a nod. Not really, but it's a bit weird that I've been out there seen dressed in similar clothing to my protagonist here, who's a woman. But there's different kinds of white shirts, all different kinds. What's up, Billy Powermax? Great to have you here. Saying happy birthday to KSS. Perpetual birthday. Is that something someone would want? I don't think I would. Although I don't really care about birthdays at all. But my birthday. You get after a certain age, it's just like, been there, done that. A blouse is not a chemise, says Gordon Goodbrother. Well, I say I was wearing a pirate shirt. I mean, that's a completely different thing. Is a chemise a pirate shirt? I think chemise in French is like a dress. Maybe. I could be completely wrong. Mel could be listening. She's like, this idiot doesn't know anything. I know of the word. I just don't remember off the top of my head what it is. I never even asked Rod to do this stuff. He just did it. I mean, he just came up with this thing by himself. So you can't pay for that. You know, that's just gold. Freaking love that sequence. You know, I just probably, if I went back onto the script, I probably just said, you know, he backflips up onto the crates or something, whatever. I don't know. And that's what he did. See one again. Michael says, you know what they say about submarines? 100 sailors submerge, 50 couples surface. I didn't know that about submarines. Although it makes sense. They are locked in a metal tube for months on end. Everyone needs a little loving. Best submarine movies of all time. Crimson Tide. Hunt for Red October. What else is there? I never liked Das Boot. However you pronounce that. I hope Jav isn't here. But I saw a clip of Crimson Tide, you know, people sharing around Gene Hackman stuff. God, it was good. Yeah, then I just never really enjoyed that film. The Rosie O'Donnell story. Yeah, that qualifies. I'm sure I'm forgetting some. Maybe a Down Periscope with Kelsey Grammer. You ever seen that one? Sailor, you're barely in uniform. Yes, John Apple's got it. I need to watch Down Periscope again. It's been too long. I like, you know what I like? I like all the freaking terms they have. You know, like down bubble and all that sort of stuff. I have no idea what it is. You know, beyond just, I can imagine that, you know, some kind of angle that they have to do. There's some good submarine action in some of the Tom Clancy movies. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Hunt for October is a Tom Clancy, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's Jack Ryan. But in other ones as well. U571 is good. We Dive at Dawn. K19, The Widowmaker. Haven't heard of any of these. I liked Sean Connery playing the Russian in Hunt for October. Your conclusions are all wrong, Ryan. Damn it, how can you not mention 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? I have not partaken, to my shame. I read so many classics when I was a kid. You know, Robinson Crusoe and the Treasure Island and, you know, all that sort of stuff. I never got into 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I don't know why. And it was there in my house because my brother had all these. I just never. Yeah. I think the first 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea story I'm going to read is probably Mike Barron's for the Sherlock Holmes thing. What was that impersonation? Let's just leave it there. We don't need to. We don't need to dwell, Amanda. Yeah. Oh, damn it. What am I doing? Some things are just best left in the past. I thought it was a pretty decent Sean Connery there. The Nautilus in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is great. I can't remember that. I've seen it. I cannot remember it. Hey, there's Mo. Anything I may have said earlier in the stream, Mo. Moromi was wanting to know if he could sneak in and get your membership. I said he can try, but it didn't happen anyway. So, Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan. That's a submarine movie. You know, I guess Star Trek are kind of like submarine type. You know, at least sort of naval type stories. You know, naval stories in the future. Master and Commander 2300, you know. Most says Star Trek 2 and 4 are the only good Star Trek. Let's just agree to disagree. What's up, Aviator Surge? The Yellow Submarine. Isn't that a song? Or is that... No, maybe that is a movie. Is that a Beatles movie? We're talking about submarine movies for some reason. I can't remember why now. Amanda liked 4. Which one is 4 again? Is that when Spock dies? Or is that when Spock comes back? I'm not even really that much of an original Star Trek guy at all, actually. It's just not my bag. When Spock comes back, yeah, the scene where he dies is good. Surely you like that part. Is that so white? Turn that down a bit. I'm just laying on the masks now anyway, but still. Spock dies in 2. He dies in 2, returns in 3, goes to the past to save the whales in 4. Right. Yeah, I really do like the whales one. I think they did. So I can't remember if it was in Voyager or Next Generation where they actually did a kind of a follow-up on the whale thing. I hope I didn't just dream that. But I feel like they did. I remember they did that quite a bit. I always liked it when they did that. What 4 is time travel to San Francisco to play with whales? Yeah, I'm more of a Next Generation guy anyway, so I don't remember that. All I remember is Wrath of Khan, and you know the first one, and then I would just call it the whale one. Remember the TV series Sequest Deep Sea Voyage? I remember it existing. I don't think I would have ever watched it. Again, another one not really my bag. Sequest. I mean, I guess that is our sort of, you know, last terrestrial frontier. They've only mapped something like 5% of the oceans, I read. So all these maps of the oceans are all just kind of models and guesses. They actually don't know what's down there for the most part. They have a sort of a very low resolution idea. Amanda watched a few episodes thanks to her crush on Brandis. Not familiar. Felix remembers Nugget. Justice for Nugget. I had a dream about Nugget the other day. Maybe made me a bit nostalgic. Dal says Chuck Dixon used to have the 10 best submarine movies listed on his website. Wow. Submarine buff. There's now they made a movie based on that game, Battleship. Does that count? Did anyone watch that? The new Battleship movie based on the board game? Who is Brandis? Jonathan Brandis? All right, I have to Google this guy because the name is very familiar, but it's clearly someone I haven't thought about in 20 years. Jonathan Brandis. Oh, he's the guy from no, I know his face. Oh, he committed suicide. That's not good. What's his IMN? What do I know him from? Was he in RoboCop? He was in a friggin' Never-Ending Story. Never-Ending Story Part 2. I never watched that. It was too scary. He was in It. Yeah, that checks out. No, I really didn't see much of anything with this guy in it. He was in Blossom. That's where I remember Blossom. Oh my god, he was in The Wonder Years. Full House. Oh my god, he was in Webster. Wow, we're going really way back now. Okay. Blossom, you gay. I was 10. And, you know, back when you're 10, you watch whatever's on. That was on. A good thing I did because they made a joke about it on Simpsons, you know, 10 years later. And I was like, I got that reference. Lots of gay shows. Well, he kind of had that face for it. Maybe he just didn't. He was sick of being the, you know, the heartthrob. That's what I watched a show on what's his face? Pattinson, you know, Edward from Twilight. I watched a video on him, how he overcame that stigma of being the, you know, heartthrob who everyone said couldn't act, and now he's one of the most highly sought after actors in Hollywood for big movies. I think he just kind of did it by not caring and being good looking. Although I do like him. I think he is actually a pretty good actor. I wonder what happened to Blossom's friend Six. Oh, I don't remember anything about the actual show other than she wore, you know, 90s hats and all that sort of stuff. No, mostly about Blossom I remember is Milhouse's joke about Lisa looking like Blossom. That's pretty much it. Bancroft should remember that actress. Her name sounded half German, half Aussie. Jenna Von Oy. She does. Jenna Von Oy. Yeah, Jonathan Brandis played the nerdy smart kid in Sequest. Yeah, there you go. I didn't read it. Didn't watch it. Missed out. Sorry, Jonathan. If I had been able to be there, maybe things would have been different. Yeah, life is tough for us good-looking people, says Sumo. Don't I know it? You know, people think it's hard being ugly, but just consider what it's like to be incredibly good-looking. Have that giant forehead that everyone wants, everyone's jealous of. Jonathan Brandis was Sequest's Wesley Crusher. I love how in Next Generation, how Crusher disappears, goes off to the academy, and then the next time we see him is in a scandal, and Picard chews him out, and essentially, it was good. It's good to see. Bancroft was jealous of Blossom's hat game. I mean, it was a different era. They say everything old is new again. I'm not looking forward to the Blossom hat trend coming back. The manic pixie girl trend. The hippie, the kind of 90s hippie girl. So many things can come back from the dead to haunt us. Already the skater look is back. The kids all dress like I did when I was 14, 15 now. And then they say, I'm lame. I'm like, we invented that. You posers. And then I shuffle away in my VB Ugg boots, grumbling under my breath. Bancroft's choice to not watch Sequest is the catalyst that led to Jonathan's suicide. I really should have been there for him. Really should. Oh, Mo says Von Coleman is the Wesley Crusher of comic books. That's ouch. Well, I don't know if you know this, Mo, but Wesley Crusher was a wunderkind, a super genius. Who was extraordinarily talented in the ways of the Starship and everything. So be careful what insults you go flinging out there without knowing the full lore. Crusher came back to Enterprise and said no to headgear drug video games while hooking up with young Ashley Judd. Yeah, that did happen before she went nuts. No way Wesley could get a hottie like her. She was very interested in him. I do remember that. He, back in the day, believe it or not, what is his name? He was considered something of a teenage heartthrob. Believe it or not. Big ups to insults, says Jay Ryan. I have several types of Uggs, Bancroft, says Mark. What type of Uggs do you have? I only wear the boots. Bogan style. One sec. Mel says someone is at the door. Let me play a video. I'll be right back.
I am a maverick. I am a savage. I am a legend. I am a madman. You never know what I'm going to do next. I am a mad lad.
False alarm. No one at the door. Dirty salesman. Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know. So Mel gets the notifications on her phone through the whatever it's called, you know, the app thing. Cops to the door for Bancroft wearing Uggs Wogan style. Maybe Nugget finally came home, says Sumo. We all wish. I mean, stranger things can happen. What the heck does Bogan style mean? I don't want to know. It's like just living easy, you know? Carefree. Not worrying about impressing people. Mel says it was probably her parcel. There was nothing left at the door either. A ding-dong ditcher down under. Mo says Bitey sends his regards. What have I done here? I don't even know what I'm doing. That's weird. Like Risey? I don't know. I mean, no socks like a Neanderthal. There are definitely no socks. Sumo. You don't wear socks in your Ugg boots. Gangnam Style is the same as Bogan Style. Could be. Leave the stream active. We want to hear the swatting event. Can you imagine? I don't even know what it'd be like to be swatted in Australia. I know Liam says he's been swatted a bunch of times, but he lives in a different state and he's rural. I'm going to guess it's be quite different. Thankfully, to my knowledge, no one knows my address hasn't gotten out there. To my knowledge. So I don't think I'm in any danger. Amanda says, I wore socks in mine today. Yeah, but you're a woman. It is a little different. Don't ask me to explain why. It just is. I think I'm going to go all the way down here. Bancroft would only need those ankle socks. Well, my boots go well up past the ankle. I like to think of them as similar to what Vikings would have worn while they were hanging around in their wooden log cabins or whatever Vikings lived in, whatever those things are. It's a very manly, warrior-like footwear, essentially, is what I'm saying. The Bancroft cave is safe. Bancroft, what if your long lost onion rings are Hungry Jacks? Now that's old law. It's an old meme, so but it checks out. Yes, what was her name? Remember the woman who wouldn't give me my onion rings? I think it started with L. Maybe J. I was very upset about that. I still don't think I've had my onion rings from Hungry Jack since then. Those bastards. Oi, you in there? I hear there's Bogan something styling like Richie Rich. That's what it sounds like as they come in the door. Vikings wore Uggs. Yeah, I think pretty much, yeah, you know. Because it's like a sheepskin covering with fur on. I mean, it just sounds so. It sounds like something the Vikings would wear. I don't know, but it feels like it. That's what I feel like when I wear my Ugg boots. My phone is ringing. But yeah, when I was younger, I would never go out of the house in my Ugg boots. I was always like, that's what's it? They're like kind of like slippers. Now I'm like, I don't care. I was like, can you get me something for this? Yep, but I'm going at my Ugg boots. She's like, I don't care. He's still planning on doing the comic adaptation of Whiteface Dick by Blackie and Sons. That would be funny, actually. Under or over the pant leg? Under. I don't tuck them in. Although that would be cool if I did, because it would show the VB logo, but I don't. But it's got the VB trimming on it. I mean, I can show you my Ugg boots. I'm wearing them right now. I don't have my camera turned on because it's doing something weird. But I think it'll still be able to show it. Yeah, it's like locked up. That's what a VB Ugg boot looks like. If it's gonna hold on a sec. Come on. There we go. It's a bit dirty. That's a man's Ugg boot. Actually, I probably don't even need to be wearing them right now. They're disgusting. Well, I walk around in them. They're boots. Bancroft, don't gatekeep those last two comments. They're important law. Right. Mo says, I can't do that. I can't answer that. There's an NDA on the NDA. Yeah, that's true. And by NDA, I mean Bancroft's notorious. No no darkies allowed clause. Oh God. Never seen the VB boot. Yeah, I got a bunch of VB stuff. It's good to have a thing like that when you're a dad, because otherwise it's very hard to know what to buy dads. But you can always get me something like that. I'll be happy. Once you're over 35, says Dale, get yourself a hobby with a lot of merchandise as a favor to your family. 100%. Otherwise, because you ask a man over that age, over 35, what does he want? Nothing. I mean, really, it's almost nothing. Everything that he would want, he'd probably already have, to be honest. So, no, 100%. You have drunk Victoria Bitters from your VB Uggs, like a shoey? No, they're quite fairy and gross, and yeah, that would be a health hazard. What's up, Jim Alaska? What's up, K Pop? Great to see you here. I for real thought this is Bancroft's background, and he wasn't sharing, for F's sake. Yeah, no, that's me. I just been kind of slacking. Yeah, and I can't show my video for some reason. It's doing that choppy thing. So this is all you get today, I'm afraid. New comments coming in. Ali's here. She says, I was just saying hi to someone who said something here. Furry and Gross is the bush pig story again. Yeah, I've got to get on to B-Rose to see if I can get the bush pig story off him. Oh, she says those are nice colors. Thank you. I mean, these are just the base underline flats. But thank you. Bancroft always asks for the same gift. Some bloody respect one of these days. So I slam my fist on the table. Exactly. That's all a man wants. Now, from my kids for Father's Day, there's only one thing I ever want, and that's at the school they get a Polaroid taken of themselves every year, and they hold a sign that says, you know, Happy Father's Day or something. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. Because then at the end, you know, once they're grown up, then you get to see them throughout the years at school. Oh, it's crazy how little work I get done when I do something on a stream. It really is. I'll just at least try and get Damon done. Jumping around like a Romanian acrobat. You get a tie. Well, I don't really wear ties, you know. I have a tie. I didn't even know how to tie a tie. I just keep it tied up and then I loosen it and undo it. I'm not really. I think the only time I had to wear a tie, actually had to wear one, was to my brother's wedding. I don't even think I've worn that to other weddings. KSS says, well, I'm doing the comic adaptation of White-Faced Dick 2, Dick Harder. Have you got your copy of the original for source material inspiration, KSS? And don't forget the brush with Chinese and what to do with them. Very important part, follow-up of the story. Of course I have my copy, he says. Yeah, must read. Literature is what they call it. Speaking of reading, I finished Children of Dune. That's you know, I went from not wanting to listen to any audiobooks to smashing out 3 in pretty quick succession there. So I don't know. I'll probably take a Dune break for a while before I step back into it. Since you get go a bit overboard on it. But it was good. It's interesting. It's a bit wild. It's a bit out there. I like it. It's giving me some ideas. A little bit of confidence. You can go a bit crazy. It's fine. Bancroft, when you hit 25K, you should celebrate with a live reading of White-Faced Dick. I've always said I wanted to do that. Get an armchair, pipe, a whiskey, and just dive into the classics. It's a good idea. We're a little ways off now. What am I on? 20, is it 21, 22? 21.7. Yeah, a little way off. June series only gets weirder with each book. I noticed that, but I like it. It's very yeah, I can't predict necessarily where it's headed. You're almost at 22k. That gives you time to build up hype. Gives me time to practice. We got Chris Stanley in the house. What's up, Chris? Mo says Sumo says I was looking for the stream where the lady withheld your onion rings, but I gave up. Oh yeah, I wouldn't even have any idea. I mean, we're going a while back. That was a drunk stream. Was that the one that Leroy was on? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was. I haven't been drunk, proper drunk, since the last time I was proper drunk was on a stream. That was 100%, but I can't remember exactly when. Yesterday, says Jim Alaska. I'm still struggling to forgive Leroy for deleting the stream with Fizz and Shane. Oh yeah, that was. I've forgotten more than all these things that have happened over the years. I mean, it's been so many years now. It's crazy to think about it. But I was hanging out with Leroy over on Angela's last week on the Sumo show. It was a blast from the past. It was pure comedy gold, says Mo. Yeah, it's always a bewildering thing the first time someone comes in contact with Fizz and experiences that for themselves. Hanging out. All right, just the face, I think. Oh, I didn't do the face. How much time do I have? Probably just his face is all I've got time for. Is Fizz still around, or did he get deported just out of principle? I haven't seen him anywhere, but I'm sure he's still plugging about. I don't know if he's still making comics. I think, how many times did he fail to launch his campaign, Mo? Can't quite remember. Well, we used to hang at Ding Dong School. Those days are long gone. Game over, man. Game. I think 4 times, says Mo. Yeah, it sounds about right. I don't know. 5th time's the charm, right? You never know. I was trying to be very sort of loose with what I'm doing with Rod's art, because he has that in the art, so I'm trying to match that energy in the colors. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, because I'm just naturally a lot stiffer in my approach with all the lines and everything. So that'll be interesting. I remember I learned a ton of new techniques doing Replicator as well. Coloring someone else's art. We'll see how we go. Grey Wolf says Ireland declared war on the US because Rosie O'Donnell ate all their potatoes. I don't think that's probably not true. I'm gonna guess that's not true. Although I did see a very funny video earlier of Trump just saying, "We don't need Canada. Canada needs us. They should be a state." And it was a funny little speech he did. He's like, they can keep their "Oh Canada" song. It'll be their state song. I love it. We love Canada. All right, almost there. I didn't do his hair either. That's all right. We do a little trolling. Who, the US does? Trolling for Strange. What number is Replicator at? 4. It's at 4. So I've seen a lot of Replicator 4. Rob's obviously been working on it as much as he can over the last, what has it been, couple of years? It's a pretty wild book. It's so Rob. It's a lot of violence. It's people getting ripped apart. It's machines and mutants and craziness. And I'm told we finally get to see the Replicator, which is pretty crazy in and of itself. But yeah, 4. But he's also got a supplemental. I don't know what that's called, and that's kind of different art as well. So, yeah. Quite sure that's right, but it'll do for now. Close enough is good enough for now. It feels like I haven't done anything, but actually have done something. I've done all that, which is something. It's a start anyway. So far, he hasn't put replicator in any of his books. It's one way to do it, isn't it? Rob better not put a werewolf, dragon, or tiger in any of his books, or any of the plethora of things he purports to hate. A never answered question. Who chickened out of the haunted house sleepover? I don't think it was a matter of chickening out. I think we just couldn't find a place that really fit what we wanted, that wasn't like a 3-day overstay somewhere where we also, as well, to do a good one, you kind of have to break the law and would be trespassing live on a stream. And, I think those days are a bit over for us. Like if it's completely abandoned, it would be fine. But a lot of these places, they're actual, owned places that you would have to essentially trespass or break and enter into. And then the only other option with these really gay, haunted house experiences where you go with a friggin' tour. I was like, no, that's lame. We're not doing that. So I appreciate the way Bancroft goes avant-garde with the order of reading the comments. It really gives my joke some unexpected Sorry, Mo. I'm sorry. Things slip by. My attention here. I'm going to have to leave it there. I do have to get back to work. Thank you very much to everyone who is hanging out. Thank you to Joe for sending the raid over. We'll be back tomorrow. We're launching Gemini Crusader. That's Darius's. Darius? Marinus. I think Darius. Marinus's book. Which is really cool. Really good art. That'll be happening at 9 p.m. I hope you have a fantastic evening. And I'll see you soon. All right, guys. Bye.